My name is Liz. This is YogaWorks Flow Level 2-3. Please have 2 blocks of blanket and a strap if you have them. If not, no worries. You can do it without the props as well. So let's start laying down. Go ahead and lay down on your back. Knees could be bent or legs straight, whichever feels better for you. Take your left hand to your heart, your right hand to your belly. Softly close your eyes and just give yourself a few moments to settle in. To become aware of your breath. Notice how the body expands with each inhale, softens with each exhale. Notice the change that happens within with each breath. Breath by breath, we're transforming, evolving, becoming. Breathe in what you want more of in your life. Exhale out anything holding you back. On your next inhale, take a deep, full breath in. Hold it at the top. Open up your mouth and sigh it out. Bring your knees into your chest, arms out to the sides like a capital T. Rock your legs left and right, just warming up your spine for a twist. When you're ready, take your legs all the way to the left to twist. Full inhale. Full exhale. Bring your legs to center. Take them to the right. Twist. Full inhale. Full exhale. Bring your legs to center. Take your arms by your sides. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, nose towards your knees. Arms are reaching forward. Straighten your left leg forward. Left heel can hover. And then we'll switch sides. Straighten the right leg forward. Left knee hugs in. Switch sides. Right knee hugs in. Left leg straightens, scooping the belly in. And switch. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Lower your head down. Now, hugging your right knee in towards your chest, straighten your left leg forward. Left heel comes to the floor. Foot is flexed. Take your left hand to the top of the left thigh and using that hand to encourage your hip to stay rooted into the floor. Take your right knee out to the side, just getting a little opening here in the inner thigh. Bring your leg to center. Clasp your hands behind your thighs. Straighten your leg towards the ceiling. Move your foot around. You can circle, you can point, you can flex. Bend your knee and twist. Take your leg across your body. Right arms out to the side, palm facing up, softening the right shoulder towards the floor. A full inhale. Full exhale. Come back to the center and we'll switch sides. Left knee hugs in, right leg extends, right heel's on the floor. Right hand to the top of the right thigh, encouraging the hip to stay rooted as you take your left knee out to the side. Bring your leg to center, clasp your hands behind your thighs, straighten your leg towards the ceiling. Just move your foot around, circling the foot, point, flex. Then bend your knee and twist. Take your knee across your body. Left arms out to the side, palm facing up, Soften the left shoulder towards the floor. A full inhale. Full exhale. Come back to the center. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling. Palms face each other. Hands are shoulder width. Take an inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, twist to the right and lift. So your knees are coming towards the left shoulder. Your fingers are reaching past that right heel. Okay, so you're kind of compact here. The hands are closer to the foot. Now press that left tricep into the right thigh. Come back through the center. Exhale, twist to the left. Knees will come towards your right shoulder. Reach through your arms, twist and lift, and then press the arm into the thigh into the arm to stabilize. Come back through the center. Twist to the right. Knees will be towards the left shoulder. Lift with the upper body and the lower body. Press the right outer thigh into that left tricep. The triceps press into the thigh. Okay, so you're creating some stability here with your own resistance. Straighten your right leg towards the ceiling. Straighten the left leg towards the front of the room. Shoulders are still lifted. Bend your knees. Come back to center. And twist to the left. Press the arm into the thigh into the arm. That's going to help stabilize you. Straighten the left leg towards the ceiling. Straighten your right leg towards the front of the room. Good, so keep pressing the arm into the thigh. That's going to help you find that stability. Bend both knees. Let's do it one more time. Bend your knees, come to center. Twist to the left. Press the arm into the thigh. Find that stability. Straighten both legs. Split the legs. Bend your knees. Come back to center. Roll to your right side. Sit up. And sitting in Virasana, you could simply sit on your heels. If you'd like extra padding under your knees, you could put a blanket under your knees. Sometimes it's nice to sit up on a block. So you can put that block right between your heels and have a seat. So just make yourself comfortable. Sitting up straight and tall. Arms out to the sides. Inhale, arms rise up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. Pause right here for a moment. With your hands together at your heart, line up your fingers, line up the palms. Start to press each finger in towards the other finger. So you're pressing your fingers together. The length of the fingers and the pads of the fingers, so right where your fingerprint is. Press the entire circumference of the palms into each other. And when you do this, notice that the fingers start to react to each other, right? As you press those fingers into themselves, they start to react and find that balance. You might start to notice you're feeling your forearm muscles start to work. Right? So anytime we're on our hands, we want to be mindful of how we're engaging with the floor. And this is a good way to just kind of wake up and warm up the hands, the wrists, the forearms. Start to bring some intelligence into the hands. And then coming forward to a table position. Take a look at your hands. Fingers are gently spread. Root down through all 10 fingers. Root down through the entire circumference of the palms. It should feel like it did a moment ago when the hands were together. Only now the hands are pressing into the floor. Root down to the tops of the feet. Inhale, coil your chest forward and up. Shoulders back. Exhale, push the floor away and round. Moving into cat-cow. Begin to link movement with breath. Inhale, chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, scoop your belly in, round your upper back. One more time. Inhale. Use the whole breath to get where you're going. Exhale, round. And come to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. You may need to adjust the feet or the hands just a bit. And then bend one knee, then bend the other, pedaling out your feet. You twist your hips side to side, any movements that help you settle into your practice. And finding stillness in downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring your awareness to your breath, breathing in and out your nose. Invite in a soft Ujjayi pranayama, if you haven't already, by making a slight constriction in the back of your throat as you breathe in and out. So make a soft whispering sound. Help you feel the air as it flows in and out. So anytime your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to the feeling of the breath, the sound of the breath. This Ujjayi pranayama. Now on your next inhale, shift forward to plank, top of a push-up. Knees up or down. Shift forward, bend your elbows, lower slowly and evenly to the floor. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your chest, low cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift, low cobra. Keep your chest lifted, slide your elbows forward right below the shoulders. Sphinx pose. So root down through the tops of your feet, lift the belly and coil your chest forward and up, shoulders back. Take an inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips, forearm plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower your hips, coil the chest forward, Sphinx pose. Keep the chest lifted, collar upward facing dog. Flip over your toes, downward facing dog. Full even breath, Ujjayi pranayama. Just noticing the change that happens within with each breath. And reach your right leg back behind you. Open your hip to the side, bend your knee. Straighten your leg, parallel your hips to the floor. Shift forward, knee to chest. Step up to the inside of your right thumb, back knee down, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, arms rise up. Right hand catches the left wrist. Reach up and over towards the right for side stretch. Swing your arms behind you, clasp your hands. You could use a strap, you could do hands on hips. Shoulders back, elbows hug in. Straighten your arms, lift your chest. Exhale, come forward. Hands to heart, twist to the right. Left elbow to the top of your right thigh. Option here to tuck your back toes under and straighten your back leg. Now press back through the back heel. Lengthen through your spine, reaching the crown of your head forward. Take an inhale. As you exhale, twist a little more around the length of your spine. And come back to the center. If you have blocks, grab your blocks. Put the blocks right below your shoulders. Okay, so hands on blocks. We're going to work the right hamstrings. Take an inhale. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Moving with the breath. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Hold it here. Root down through the right big toe so that your front foot is not rolling towards the outside. You want it balanced. So root the right big toe down. Draw the right hip back so the hips are level. Take your left hand to the block on your right. If you don't have blocks, just be up on your fingertips. Reach your right arm up. Twist. Scissor your inner thighs in towards each other. Draw the abdominals in and up. Lengthen your spine as you inhale. Twist around the length of your spine as you exhale. And lower the right hand down. Bend your knee. Set the blocks aside. Step back to plank. Vinyasa if you want it, or straight to down dog. Your Vinyasa is chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Reach your left leg back. Open your hip to the side, bend your knee. Straighten your leg, parallel your hips to the floor. Shift forward, knee to chest. Step up, Anjaneyasana, back knee down. Root down, rise up. Left hand holds the right wrist. Reach up and over to the left for a side stretch. And swim your arms behind you. Clasp your hands. Opposite them on the top this time. Could have hands on hips. Could use a strap. Straighten your arms. Lift your chest. Exhale, come forward. Hands to heart, twist to the left. So right elbow to the top of the left thigh. Option here to tuck your back toes under and straighten your back leg. Press back through the back heel. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Reach the crown of your head forward. Exhale, twist around the length of your spine. And breath by breath, step by step. Noticing that little change that happens with each breath. And come back through the center. Hands on blocks, blocks right below your shoulders. Moving with your breath, inhale. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, bend. Continue looking forward, keep the spine long, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten, hold it here. Root down with the left big toe. Draw the left hip back. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Now heading towards that twist, take your right hand to the block on the left. Scissor your inner thighs in towards each other, left arm up. And try not to rock to the outside of the left foot. Keep the big toe rooted. Lower your left hand down. Come back to the center. Bend your front knee. Set the blocks aside and Vinyasa. Straight to down dog is always an option. Just know that you can modify. Make it yours. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, reach up, hands to your heart. Moving with the breath. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or float, chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Reach your right leg back behind you. Open your hip to the side, bend your knee. Keep your knee bent. Shift forward, knee to left shoulder. Straighten your leg. Pivot the back heel down. Left arms up, falling star. Turn your top palm forward. Reach to the front of the room. Big side stretch. And take your hands to the floor, knee to your chest. Press back, three-leg dog. Step between your hands, warrior two. Now heel to arch alignment with your feet here. Anchor into the back heel. Line the front knee over the ankle. Find your focus, check in with your breath. Straighten your front leg. Shift your hips back, tilt into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Bottom hand could come to your shin, maybe a block, maybe the floor. And keep rooting to the right big toe, drawing the hip back, lengthening your spine, and take up as much space as you can. Physical space, energetic space. And look forward. Take the left hand down, shift forward to a low lunge. Step back, Vinyasa, or straight to downward dog. Reach your left leg back. Open your hip to the side, bend your knee. Keep your knee bent. Shift forward, knee to right shoulder. Hold it here. Straighten the left leg. Pivot the back heel down, right arm up. Fallen star. Turn the top palm forward, reach. Root down, lift the hips. Inhale, create space in the side body. And take your hand to the floor, knee to your chest, press back, three-leg dog. Step between your hands, warrior two. Set up the feet first, heel to arch alignment. Hugging the left hip in, press back through the back thigh, shoulders stack right above the hips, gazing over your fingertips. Connect with your breath. This is your warrior pose, strength pose. Breathe in what you want more of in your life. Exhale out anything holding you back. Straighten your front leg, heading to Trikonasana, triangle pose. Shift your hips back, tilt into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Again, bottom hand could be on floor, block, the shin or the ankle. Notice the front foot. If you're rocking towards the outside of the foot, that's telling you need to root down through that right big toe a little bit more. And stay balanced on the sole of the foot. Draw the left hip back, lengthen the spine, and maybe gazing up past the top fingers. Full inhale, expanding in all directions. Full exhale, drawing into the strength at your center. And take your right arm down, bend the front knee, come to a low lunge facing the front of the room. Step back, Vinyasa, or straight to down dog. Your call. Checking with your breath. And lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward. Step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, come up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms rise, chair pose, Utkatasana. Stand all the way up, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms rise, sit in your chair, Utkatasana. Feet are together, knees are together. The weight is back in your heels. Bring your hands together at your heart. Twist to the right, left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Feet and knees stay together, so if that left knee's popping forward, drop back so they stay even. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist a little more. Now connect the right outer thigh with the left tricep, a lot like we did before. Pick up your left foot, find balance. Slow with control, float that left foot back, crescent with a twist. Maybe you open your arms, spread your wings. Hands to your heart. Now we're gonna head right back to the top of the mat. Stabilize, bring your weight into the right foot. Step the left foot up to meet the right. In a revolved chair. Come back to the center, fold forward, Uttanasana. Bend your knees, arms rise, chair pose, Utkatasana. Hands to your heart, twist to the left. Feet are together, knees are together. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. Maybe you open your arms. Hands to your heart. All right, now press the right tricep into the left thigh. Find that stability. Pick up your right foot. Slow with control. Step it back. Revolved crescent. Press back through the back heel. Lengthen through the spine, out the crown of your head. And open your arms. Maybe spread your wings. See if that helps you get a little deeper into the twist. Hands to your heart. Find that connection with the arm and the thigh. Bring your weight to the left foot. Step your right foot up to meet the left. Come back to the center and fold. Uttanasana. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Bend your knees, arms rise, chair pose, and stand all the way up, hands to your heart. Moving with your breath, inhale, arms rise, sit in your chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana, collarbones are broad. Exhale, step or float, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Reach your right leg back behind you, open your hip to the side, bend your knee. Keep your knee bent, shift forward, knee to left shoulder. This time, with your left hand, catch the outside of the right foot, and straighten your leg. Back heel pivoted down. The back foot's on the floor. Bend your knee. Set the left hand down, knees at your chest. Step up, warrior one, back heel to the floor. So inner heel to inner heel alignment or slightly wider. Hips pointing toward the front of the room. Tailbone down, front hip points lift. Swim your arms behind you, clasp your hands. Lift your chest. Same modifications would work, hands on hips or use a strap. Exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. Knuckles reach towards the ceiling so the shoulders lift away from the floor. Let your head hang and just breathe. Check in with your breath. And come up halfway. Release your arms. Snuggle your right shoulder under the right thigh. Take that right arm behind you. So I'm bending my elbow, palms facing the ceiling, hands on my low back. And we're going towards a bind. If the bind is not for you, you can always skip it. Left arm back. Maybe the hands meet each other. All right, now bring the right hip back, left hip forward. Hug your inner thighs in, that right inner thigh in. Maybe you straighten your front leg. Each inhale, lengthen your spine just a little more. Each exhale, soften. Bend your knee. Release your hands. Take your hands to the floor, come to a low lunge facing the front of the room. Hop your back foot forward just a few inches and take the back heel down. Straighten your front leg, hands to your hips. Rise up. So we're setting up for Parsvottanasana. Still, we have inner heel to inner heel alignment or slightly wider. Back toes are pointing towards the front left corner of your mat. Hips lining up with the front of your mat. Take your arms out to the sides, palms back. Bend your elbows, either knuckles together or reverse namaste. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold forward. Parsvottanasana. Just noticing the weight on the front foot, keeping it balanced. Drawing your right hip back, left hip forward, and then lengthening the spine out of the hips. Full inhale. Full exhale. Just noticing what kind of transformation is happening breath by breath. Inhale, come up halfway. Take your left hand down to the floor or a block. Right arm up, twist to the right, Pavrita Trikonasana, revolved triangle. Now make sure the right foot is forward and you're twisting to the right. So you're twisting toward the front leg. It's called a closed twist. Now heading to Pavrita Ardha Chandrasana, revolved half moon. Bend your front knee. Step your hand and block up. Lift the back leg, and you're still twisting towards the right. Scissor your inner thighs in towards each other. Work breath by breath. Now, if you're feeling good here, you want an extra challenge, bend the back knee. Maybe you can grab that back foot. Let that foot go. Bend your standing leg, come to a low lunge. Step back, Vinyasa or straight to down dog, your call. Just check in with your breath. Ujjayi pranayama, feel the air as it flows in and out. Hear the soft whispering sound. And other side. Reach your left leg back. Open your hip to the side, bend your knee. Keep your knee bent, shift forward, knee to right shoulder. Straighten the left leg, hold the outside of the left foot with your right hand. Okay, back heel pivots down. That left leg is straight, rooting down, lifting the hips. And bend your knee, hands to the floor. Step up, warrior one. Inner heel to inner heel alignment. Back heel is down, hips point forward. And anchor into the back heel. Spin the back inner thigh back, taking the right hip forward, left hip back. Tailbone down, front hip points lift. So we're not dumping forward into the back. Using the abdominals to support. And swing your arms behind you. You're clasping opposite them on top this time. Shoulders back, elbows hug in. Straighten your arms, lift your chest. Fold forward, humble warrior. Just notice your breath. How does each breath change you? Inhale, come up halfway. Release your arms, hands to the floor. Snuggle the left shoulder under the left thigh. Bend your elbow and take that arm behind. We're heading towards a bind. If you don't want to go for the bind, that's fine. You can skip it. Palm faces the ceiling. And then take your right arm behind you. Maybe the hands bind each other. Right, bring the right hip forward, left hip back. Hug the left thigh in towards the center line of the body. Lengthen your chest forward. Straighten your front leg towards straight. Always be respectful of your hamstrings. You don't want to push in too much. Just be in a range that's comfortable. And bend. Release your hands. Come to a low lunge facing the front of the room. Now hop the back foot forward a couple of inches, heel to the floor. Straighten your front leg, hands to your hips, lengthen forward, and rise up. Setting up for Parsva Tanasana. And again, spin the back inner thigh back, right hip comes forward, left hip back. Arms to your sides, palms back, shoulders back and down. Bend your elbows, either knuckles together or reverse namaste. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, anchor into the back heel. Lengthen forward, hinging at your hips to fold, fold, fold. Stay balanced on that front foot, so you're not rocking to the outside of the foot. Rooting through the left big toe, drawing the left hip back, so you're balancing out the hips just a little bit more. Inhale, come up halfway. Take your right hand down to the floor or a block. It could be on the inside or the outside of the front foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left. Left arm goes up. Pavrita Trikonasana, revolved triangle. Each inhale, lengthen a little bit more. Each exhale, twist. So we don't get there all at once. It takes a few breaths, right? Step by step, breath by breath to get where we're going. Heading to revolved half moon. Look forward, bend the front knee. Step your hand up, maybe using the block, and lift your back leg. You're still twisting to the left. So scissor the inner thighs in, lift the belly, really lengthen. Find your balance here for your focus. Stay with the breath. Maybe you want to add that back leg. Ooh. Sometimes one side's a little easier than the other. Let the back foot go. Untwist, come back to center. Bend your standing leg, step back to a lunge. And Vinyasa or straight to down dog, your call. Step your feet together. Inner edges of the feet touch. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Look forward. Hop right up into chair pose, Utkatasana. And take your arms down. Sit lower and lower and lower until you come all the way down onto your mat. Now, if you'd like a little padding for your seat, you can always grab a blanket. Sit up on the blanket. So, okay, now you remember what we did at the very beginning of class. We're gonna do it again here. I find this one really challenging, so feel free to challenge yourself today. It doesn't have to be perfect. And if you want to go to the version we did on our back earlier, that's available to you as well. All right, so with your hands to the backs of your knees, pick up your feet. Now my knees are bent, lift your chest. All right, reach your arms forward, palms face each other. Twist to the right, knees come to the left shoulder. My left tricep is pressing into the right outer thigh. The thigh is pressing into the tricep. Lift your chest. So you don't want to collapse the chest. All right, so here's where it gets even more tricky. Straighten your legs. Split the legs. Stay with your balance. Yeah, focus. Breathe. And bring the legs back together. Twist to the left. Knees will go towards the right shoulder. Palms face each other, hands are shoulder width. Press the arm into the thigh, thigh into the arm. That's going to help stabilize. Lift your chest. Right, now find your focus. Keep pressing the arm and the thigh together. Straighten your legs. Split the legs. Yes, breathe. Focus. Bring your legs back together. And come to center. Whew. Nice work. All right, so why are we doing all this? Where is it heading? Let's try it one more time, just like this, and I'll explain it. All right, so pick up your feet, bring your knees in towards your chest, lengthen your spine. So the shoulders are back and down, chest is lifted. Reach your arms forward, palms face each other. Twist to the right. Press the tricep into the thigh, thigh into the tricep, stabilize. Lift your chest. So this is a lot like side crow. If you just bend your elbows like chaturanga arms here, this is just like side crow. So we'll be heading to side crow soon. And in that side crow, if you want your side crow to become Ekapada Kundanyasana 1. Right, so working on that transition and then back to side crow. Other side. Find your stability, just like side crow, Parsvabhakasana. Okay, when you're in Parsvabhakasana, maybe you transition Ekapada Kundanyasana 1. Right back to Parsvabhakasana. and to center. All right, so if you do not want to be in an arm balance on your hands, keep working one of the versions where it's the abdominal work. Great way to strengthen. All right, if you want to go into these arm balances, come to a squat, knees are together, feet are together. Twist to the right. So just like we did before, and you want to get a nice big twist here. Left tricep pressing into the right outer thigh. Take your hands down right below your shoulders. Don't have them way forward or you have nowhere to go. Hug your elbows in, look forward, lean forward. Parsvabhakasana, side crow. Good. Maybe from here, just like we've been working on, you split the legs. Bring them back and to the center. Fun, yeah? All right, let's do the other side. Which way did I do it there? Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, now twist to the left, so your knees are to the right. Knees are together, feet are together. Right tricep pressing into the left outer thigh. All your weight is on that right forearm. Hands are in right below the shoulders, hug your elbows in, look forward. So you want to lengthen the spine, keep the collarbones broad. Look forward, lean forward, press into your hands. Hands are important here, just like we worked on. Maybe you split the legs. And bring it back. And right on back down. Oh, good job. All right. And from here, let's get a little stretch for the wrists. Padahastasana. Literally standing on your palms. So standing with your feet hip width. Feet are parallel. Bend your knees. Take the backs of your hands all the way to the floor, palms facing up. Make sure the backs of the wrists are all the way down. So we're looking for that stretch in the back of the wrists. You could stay right here or slide your hands literally under the soles of your feet. So you're standing on your palms. You could wiggle your toes, give the wrists a little bit of a massage. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. Take a little weight into the fronts of the feet. Press down with the toes. You're beginning a little stretch here in the wrists. Exhale, fold. If your elbows bend, they bend out to the sides. You could straighten the legs. Soften the shoulders, soften the neck. Start to regulate your breath. Bend your knees. Release one hand. Release the other. And take your hands to your hips. Lengthen forward, rise up. Good. So we had a little request at the beginning for an inversion. So little moment here for handstand. You could do handstand on your mat. You could move to a wall. If you're going into handstand, start in a standing splits. Arms are straight, shoulders over wrists. Try a little hop. And there you go, upside down. Press down through the fingers, the entire circumference of the palms. Root down into the floor, straighten your arms and lift up through the shoulders, up through the spine, up through the heels, the feet, maybe even the balls of the toes. Take one leg down. And fold forward. Hands to your hips, slowly rise up. And come back down to your mat, lay down on your belly. Arms by your sides, palms face each other. Inhale, lift your chest, reach your fingers back. Spin your inner thighs towards the ceiling, reach your legs back so much they start to lift. Bend your knees, grab your ankles. Flex your feet, press your feet towards the back wall, lift your chest. Dhanurasana. It's a nice back bend, opening the heart, but also creating a little length in the wrists after all that work on our hands. And exhale, lower down. Stack your hands right below your forehead, bend your knees, windshield wiper your feet side to side. Lower your feet, come up to a table position. Thread the needle for your arms. Reach your right arm up. Thread that arm underneath, shoulder to the floor, side of your head to the floor. Looking for a twist in the upper back. You could stay right here, or take the left arm behind you, bend your elbow. You could stay right here, or straighten the left leg out to the side. Right fingers make peace fingers. Yogi grip that toe. Keep drawing the left shoulder back, encouraging that twist through the upper back. And come back to the center table position. Left arm reaches up. Thread that arm underneath, shoulder to the floor, side of your head to the floor. Each exhale, soften in a little more. Maybe your right arm reaches behind you, elbow bent. Maybe you straighten the right leg out to the side. Yogi grip the right big toe with the left fingers. Drawing the right shoulder back. Breathing into any sensation. Start to find a quality of softness in the breath. Unwind, come back to table position. Sit back towards your heels, swing your legs around in front of you. Flex your feet, spread your toes. And you always have an option to sit up on your blanket, especially if the spine's tucked under or spine is rounded or the tailbone's tucked under. Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms rise up. Reach up, out, and over your legs to fold. Hands connect to something. Could be the calves, could be a strap, maybe the ankles or the outsides of the feet. Each inhale, lengthen your spine. Each exhale, soften. Notice if you're holding tension anywhere in your body, just breathe into it and to let it go. Inhale, rise up. Bend your knees, scoot your hips forward. Grab one block. If you don't have a block, you could use a pillow or a bolster. If you don't have any props, you can do this without any props. It's fine as well. All right, so I have a block nearby. Lay down on your back. Walk your heels in, so right below your knees. Root down through your heels. Lift your hips. Slide that block at the lowest or middle setting under your sacrum. The sacrum is that triangular bone on the back of the pelvis. Okay. I'm gonna feel a little bit of length here in the low back. Arms by your sides, snuggle your outer upper arms under you. Straighten your legs up towards the ceiling. Supported shoulder stand. Soften your breath. Allow your energy to settle. Now bend your knees. Inner edges of the feet stay together. Separate your knees. Take your feet to the floor in front of you. Supta Baddha Konasana. Now, if having that block or your prop under your sacrum is not comfortable, you can always move it. You can always adjust the legs. Allowing the inner thighs to relax, the belly to relax, the chest to relax. Seeing a shift in your energy with each breath. Softening your body, softening the breath, softening your energy. Reach down towards the outsides of your thighs. Up your knees back to center. Lift your hips, move the block aside. Set your hips down. Bring your knees towards your shoulders, happy baby. Rock a little side to side, massaging out your low back. And come back to the center. Release your feet, hug your knees in towards your chest. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, nose towards your knees. Give yourself a big hug, a big squeeze, and gratitude for all that your body does for you. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, release into Shavasana. Arms resting by your sides, palms facing up. Allow your feet to flop out to the sides and softly close your eyes. Let go of the Ujjayi Pranayama. Let go of any effort in the breath. Let go of any effort in the body. Just be here, right now in this moment. Rest in the knowledge that you're exactly where you're meant to be. Shavasana. Slowly start to deepen your breath. And with each breath, come alive just a little bit more. Bend one knee, bend the other. Roll to your right side, pausing for a moment. Rise up to a comfortable seated position, sitting up straight and tall. Bring your hands together at your heart. On an inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lower your forehead. Bowing to your wisdom within. Breathing into your heart space, finding your truth. Thank you to each and every one of you for sharing your practice with all of us today. Namaste.